Imagine living in a village where your only transportation in and out is by dangling from a steel cable strung 1,200 feet above a raging river. Well, meet little Daisy Mora, an 11-year-old girl who does exactly that. Twice a day. Every day. Daisy and her family live in the tiny village of Los Pinos, located in the dense Colombian jungle. For the last 200 years, the people of this remote outpost have had only two connections to civilization: a treacherous 2-hour hike or a harrowing 1-minute ride across a half-mile canyon hanging from this primitive cable system. Ripley's is the first television program to document this terrifying crossing on camera. The system has two very steep one-way cables, one designed to take the travelers out of town and the other to bring them back. The villagers carry groceries, supplies, even pets. No one seems to know what the cable's weight limit is. But Daisy's father, Guillermo, says he won't carry more than 80 pounds. The heavier the load, the faster and riskier the ride. It's a delicate balancing act that could lead to a fatal fall. Unbelievably, despite an average of 60 people crossing the cables daily, no one has ever been seriously injured or killed. Everyone who crosses brings their own pulley, rope, and brake. Daisy knows it's clear to cross when the cable stops vibrating from the previous passenger. Despite her youth, she is also responsible for making sure her younger siblings complete the crossing safely. 9-year-old Jamid is the first to cross. While the sheer drop is enough to scare a grown man, he isn't afraid at all.
¿Te gusta la velocidad? ¿Mucho?
Sí, señor.
The routine is the same for everyone. Jamid first places pulley's wheel on top of the steel cable. Then he wraps the tethered rope around his body to form a seat, looping the ends around hooks on the pulley. Then he swings into action. His brother, Jean Freddy, is next. Finally, it's Daisy's turn. Hooking herself into the harness, she admits the crossing still makes her nervous.
Siento como miedo.
As Daisy plunges across the gorge, her tiny hands press the primitive wooden brake. Reaching speeds in excess of 30 miles per hour, the brake allows her to slow down before slamming into the tires, which serve as a buffer. The government has no plans to build a bridge here because they say there aren't enough people living in Los Pinos to justify its expense. That forces 8 children to rely on the rickety cables to go to school. As the kids return from school, they often carry supplies from town. And while Daisy makes her final crossing of the day, she knows she's carrying the most precious cargo of all. Believe it or not, her 7-year-old sister Claudia travels in the threadbare burlap bag Daisy carries every day.